Hello, Dr. Karen here, and in this video, I want to share a few tips on how to take care of your Ascension 3 jewelry. Now, some of the jewelry, like this one that I'm wearing, is made from Swarovski crystal. Now, the reason we really like using Swarovski crystal for Ascension 3 is because it has no memory of its own. That's right. So this man-made crystal doesn't have an energetic memory, therefore we can program it very easily and quickly with the Ascension 3 frequencies. Now, some of these are very delicate, so you may wish to take it off during sleep or during shower or swimming, working out, things like that, depending on the style and the heaviness of the crystal. For example, this one is a fairly heavy crystal. It is a cosmic triangle, and this is fairly heavy. So when I am working out, it'll actually slap against my body uncomfortably. However, do I sometimes have it in the shower by accident? Yeah, I do, and it's fine. Do I sometimes wear it during sleep? Yes, and it's fine. However, there are some people because of the chemistry of their skin, the foil backing, if there is one, most Swarovski crystals that we sell have one, the foil backing can come off. It's part of normal wear and tear. Some people's body's chemistry, for whatever reason, it comes off very quickly. So if that's you, or in case that's you, there's a couple things you can do to protect your crystal. Now, keep in mind, the Ascension 3 frequencies are permanently infused. So even if the foil backing is rubbed off, it's still working at 100% power. But if you would like it to stay pretty, I do recommend a couple of things. Number one is avoid using it in places where it's going to get nicked. Like I said, when you're working out or you've got, for whatever reason, other jewelry or metal that might nick it or touch it, avoid that. You may wish to use a different Ascension 3 jewelry for when you sleep, and not this Swarovski crystal because of how easily the foil comes off for some people. And then avoid it in the shower, sauna, etc., and avoid getting salt, in it. I've been in a tub with salt, so that's why I say salt. And the other thing you can do to keep the foil backing new is you can actually paint over it with a non-toxic clear coat of it looks like nail polish, but it's like a clear coat, non-toxic nail polish. There's also professional jewelry polish kind of thing that you can brush on the back. There are some that are sprays, but I tend to find that they're kind of stinky and smelly and have volatile organic chemicals, so I avoid those. And they don't go on as thickly. So doing like 1 or maximum 2 layers of this over top of the foil and then letting it completely dry is a great way to keep the foil there and prevent it from rubbing off as quickly. And periodically you may wish to do this again. Now, I did this particular one quite a while ago, and it still looks really, really great. I can see where, the bail itself, just because I do work out with it sometimes, the bail itself has scratched the backing a little bit, but the foil has not come off. I tend to have the kind of body chemistry that it doesn't come off that easily for whatever reason. I don't sweat a lot, I guess. I don't know. But I know for some other people it comes off more quickly. Like, for example, my husband, his comes off more quickly. I think that it's good to protect it with that clear coat of acrylic on the back. And you can get this on Amazon or at jewelry stores, things like that. And I like the ones that are low toxicity, low or no toxicity, so it doesn't smell. And so that can be super, super handy. And the nice thing too is, because it's Ascension 3, because you can literally make a wish with it, if you will, you can actually tell it when you get a Swarovski crystal version, just say, hey, keep the backing on really strong. Thank you so much. Little hint. Can't hurt to try, right? Now, as far as the sterling silver bail that is on some of these, it can tarnish over time because it is sterling silver. There is a specific sterling silver tarnish cloth that you can use. Again, it's very inexpensive. You can get it on online retailers, online jewelry retailers often, or even bead stores. Get that on Amazon, things like that. And all you need to do is just rub it carefully with that cloth, and the tarnish comes right off. It's super handy. I generally don't use the stuff where you put the jewelry in a toxic solution to get the tarnish off. I normally don't have to do that. So this works well. Now this particular one I have is on a silicone cord. Now the silicone cord eventually, just with wear and tear, will wear out and or break. So when you feel that the silicone cord connector is getting slippery and your necklace might fall off, it's time to change it. Again, you can get it at different jewelry stores, sometimes bead stores. We currently do not sell these alone because, you know, with the shipping alone and everything, it's going to cost us a lot more than you getting it. And oftentimes you can get it from a bead store or Amazon for a lot cheaper, and you can get like 5 of them, you know, or something like that. Normally we have it at the 18-inch length. Some people like it longer, so you can always get a 20-inch, but usually 18 or 16-inch, which is a little shorter, are the common sizes for this. We like the silicone for a couple of reasons. Number one, because it's non-allergenic. So if people tend to maybe react to nickel, although we do use sterling silver in most of our chains, occasionally there'll be a clasp or there'll be a jump ring, you know, that isn't 100% sterling silver, and people can potentially have reactions, although we haven't had any so far, but it's potentially there. So you can always swap out the sterling silver chain if you have one, or the metal chain, with a silicone cord. It usually looks pretty darn cool, even though it's inexpensive. We also have some braided cord chains as well that we've been using for some of our items, and that one definitely will wear thin over time if you wear it in the water a lot, and definitely you don't want to expose it to chlorine or, you know, any chemicals, things like that. It's okay if you have it and you want to wash it once in a while, but you wouldn't want it in water all the time, because then it would weaken the cord. And same thing with any of the macrame bracelets that we have. This is the 13 chakra bracelet that I have on right here, and it's handmade. It takes about 2 hours to make this per bracelet. So it's handmade with this fabric cord. Now, it's not that you can't get it wet, because you can, but you definitely want to make sure it is completely dry before taking it off. Sometimes I forget and I'm in the middle of the shower and I'm like, oh, I forgot to take the bracelet off. So that is not the time to take it off when it's already wet. You want it completely dry before you open and close and stretch that out. And, you know, because it's fabric, so the fabric can, with repetitive opening, closing, you want to keep it dry when you're doing that, and just do it very slowly and very carefully, and it should last you a very long time. You know, some of the questions that we get is, hey, what about my silicone bracelets? You know, can I go in the water with those? Well, the answer is yes, in terms of it's not going to ruin it, or the energy will stay there. For some people, could it break, you know, when you're in the shower? Yes. If you're swimming in a chlorinated pool, will it weaken the silicone? Possibly. So some people will take it on and off and on a regular basis. Now, honestly, I actually have both the 3R formula, which is the purple one here, and the navy blue one, which is the regular Ascension 3 formula. I have it on my body pretty much 24/7. And the only time potentially that I would take it off is if I'm playing Kung Fu with a partner, and we would need to, you know, grab each other's wrists, or, you know, pair skating, for example. If I'm in a, you know, pair skating costume and it's all fancy, you know, I will take these off. I'll have other jewelry on me that is Ascension 3. But you can, if you want to, you know, keep it on the body. Just keep in mind it might get a little bit more wear and tear, and it might tear or break. However, it's fairly sturdy. I can't tell you how long I've had these two on my wrist, for a very, 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 very long time, and it's been completely fine. Now, if you're using the Ascension 3 to charge up your water, like in the water bottle, okay, what you want to do probably, especially if it's a big water bottle and you have hopefully the large size of the silicone bracelet, is just make it warm, like kind of work with it a little bit, like, you know, kind of like gently stretch it a little bit in your hands, kind of warm it up, and then gently, you know, put it on the water bottle and just kind of a little bit scooching it up here and there. Now, a trick to get it on, although it may come off as well, is to use warm soapy water. So you have warm soapy water on the water bottle, and you can slide the silicone bracelet right up. It's very easy, and then you rinse the best you can, and then let it dry, and it should be good to go. I actually do not take the silicone bracelet on and off. These are dedicated ones that I have for my water bottles. I couldn't be bothered to, you know, necessarily manually charge every single water bottle I have with the Ascension 3 that I have, but you can. I just usually just stick it to my main water bottles, and it has the frequencies that I need. So the 3R formula has the frequencies of several beneficial herbs, oxygen, things like that, that can help people and support their immune systems. The Ascension 3 has all the different frequencies that are described on our website, including the Ascension 1 that deletes negative energy, Ascension 2 that downloads positive energy. We have Hiddenite gem, which has a lot of wonderful, beautiful qualities, the flower of life, and of course the Schumann resonance, which is helpful for EMF toxicity to help the body stay a little bit more resilient in the face of EMF. So these are all really, really helpful. And yeah, so that's basically some of the tips to take care of your Ascension 3 products. If you have any questions about how you should treat your products or any other questions, please feel free to email me or my staff at support@karenkan.com, and we'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.